Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get straight into the topic today. So, for those of y'all who have been on this channel, DREAMERSPRO here, for some years now, we have talked about this Michael Jordan, LeBron GOAT debate ad nauseum, right? I can't even tell you the amount of shows. Especially when this thing was, people were really pushing the line of, LeBron is on Michael Jordan's level. He did go. We've done so many shows on it. And of all of the shows that I've done, after comparing both of these guys' career, I always walked away feeling confused as to why people even tried to make this thing a conversation. I couldn't understand it. I mean, to everyone else looking at this debate, it's so clear by such a wide margin that MJ was the better basketball player, that I always walked away feeling confused by, like, what are we talking about here? But then over time, it began to make sense to me. The reason that these guys push this debate that no one believes behind the scenes, no NBA players believe, there's only like a few of them, Isaiah Thomas and a few other nut jobs out there that believe that. The reason they did this was because of marketing. LeBron fans forget back in 2009, 8, 9, 10, Kobe Bryant was being compared to Michael Jordan. We all know this already. Regardless of these new publications, regardless of what these NBA players, we all know what happened. You can't make reality what you want it to be. We all saw it, right? These were the debates, and it started online. Could Kobe Bryant be as good as Michael Jordan, especially when Kobe got his fifth ring? Like, damn, could he be just as good? Because what separated Kobe and Jordan was the rings. No one ever looked at Kobe Bryant and said, this is a laughable comparison. No one said that. No one. If you look at Kobe play, you look at Jordan play, you wouldn't say it's laughable, right? Now, ultimately, Jordan came away with the decision that he's the greatest player. But when Kobe retired, he got older, the NBA, Nike especially, needed something to debate. And by that time, LeBron understood that, look, I can really shape the conversation if I litter the media with people that are for the LeBron agenda. Then you started seeing Kendrick Perkins pop up, Shannon Sharp, who was even accused on live TV of accepting money under the table to promote LeBron James on live TV. Nick Wright and all of these guys that all of a sudden turned into these LeBron worshipers and followers. And then it turned into this thing now where today people are trying to really legitimize this debate like it's something real. To the point where even LeBron himself has tried to add some life to this conversation. When he went on the Pat McAfee show, it was like, whenever you hear Michael Jordan's name, you hear my name. It's like, bro, y'all are trying to create a reality that's not based in anything of substance, right? So MJ was recently interviewed by, I believe, Gayle King on CBS Sports, if I'm not mistaken. And he was asked once again to weigh in on this GOAT debate. And I want to show you the thumbnail. No, it's from Legion of Hoops, excuse me. With the thumbnail showing this. It says, Michael Jordan says he doesn't believe there's such a thing as the GOAT. So what we want to do is I want to play the sound for you guys now of Michael Jordan answering this question. It's only about a 30-second audio, I think. And then when I come back and react to MJ's comments, take a listen to what Jordan had to say here.
You are considered the great. Do you think there's room for more than one great? Is there room for more than one GOAT in basketball?
There's no such thing as GOAT, to me.
No such thing?
Not to me. Yeah, it's only because I think, we are transcended from other people, other athletes. We learn from other athletes. We progress the game as we move further. To say that one is better than the other is not really right.
So you heard what MJ had to say. Now I want to read through a few comments. We can put them up if we can. If we can, it's no biggie. One guy says, not trying to hear that. LeBron is objectively the better basketball player. People finished him in the comments after he said that. Yeah. Another guy said, GOAT answer, but truthfully, it's the truth. Each era is better. Another guy said, Mike is the best guard. Braun is the best forward. Kareem is the best big. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. Another guy said, so in other words, MJ is not the GOAT. And various people kept on weighing in. Look, I think Jordan has something that LeBron doesn't have, which is respect for the previous eras. Jordan seems to have this reluctance to disrespect any era. If you've noticed, whenever Jordan has been asked about basketball, He doesn't disrespect a single era. LeBron does. His whole generation of players, that's what they do. Jordan is above it all. And I think this annoys a lot of these guys that try to have this kind of, he's above it all. I don't know what y'all think this is. Michael Jordan is worth $4 billion. He's worth 4 times the amount of money that LeBron is worth. 4 times. At that level in life, you don't engage in such idiotic conversations. I remember another person calling these conversations idiotic, and that person was Kobe Bryant. He said, this conversation is for idiots. Jordan understands his place in the game. And because he understands his place, he doesn't feel this need to make his own case. That's the whole point of it all. He doesn't feel, when you feel insecure about yourself, you overcompensate. I truly believe this man doesn't care. I don't think he wastes a second of his time. I think half of the people, or the majority of the people that you see trying to promote this debate like it's a real thing, I think all of them are full of it. They all know. And in order for LeBron to become part of the GOAT debate, they understood they couldn't do it. They couldn't go peak for peak because that wouldn't work. It's a foregone conclusion. You can't compare peak LeBron to peak Michael Jordan. You simply cannot. As players, accomplishment, you can't. It's actually laughable to compare the two. But what they tried to do was now change the conversation to longevity, right? They tried to change it to that. And that doesn't work as well. Do you know why? I'm going to tell you why the longevity doesn't work and why people don't react to it the way these LeBron guys want you to. It's not as impressive as Jordan. Watching somebody that's 38, 39, 40, 41 play at this level is not as impressive as what Jordan did. These guys just can't get it through their thick skulls. It's not. Jordan was a force of nature. LeBron is not. When MJ was playing with the Bulls, bro, it was nothing like him. But Jordan transcends basketball. LeBron is primarily a basketball guy. He doesn't transcend the sport. He even spends all his time talking about basketball, for goodness sake. So it's great, but it doesn't reach that peak. It doesn't, man. It doesn't. So that's why people aren't as moved by it. And a lot of it seems to be like a gimmick. It's like, let me gimmick you to saying that I'm just as good as Jordan by doing this, forgetting that people don't care. And you know the craziest part about longevity stats? Do you know who at one time didn't care about longevity stats? LeBron fans. LeBron fans never cared about the scoring title. Kareem had it all these years. But didn't you hear Nick Wright on TV talking about LeBron as a GOAT? Didn't you hear Shannon Sharp? But now all of a sudden that he has it, now all of a sudden it's supposed to mean something. No, it doesn't mean anything to us. It doesn't. When you argue a LeBron fan versus KD, they'll say LeBron has more this, more MVPs, more finals MVPs, more rings. But then you use the same argument against the LeBron fans versus Jordan. Ring culture is weird. This is not a serious fan base. They're fans of this guy and they don't want to accept reality. That's why I've said it and I'm going to keep saying it. The only people that consider LeBron James a GOAT are LeBron fans. That's it. No other NBA fans think that. That's the difference. Other NBA fans don't think so. Other NBA fans are have favorite players. Other NBA fans can't even talk. Other NBA fans are fans of different players. They have favorite players, various different players. But they all come to the conclusion, by and large, that MJ is a GOAT. That's the difference. But what has happened is you have this small group of guys who have found a way to infiltrate and control media, and they're able to magnify their message, and it makes it seem like this is what people think. It's not. We're done with the 90s movement. What did that change, bro? Who did y'all convince by that? Nobody convinced. Even the thing with Michael Jordan and that little video with the ice on the kids back, y'all tried to, what happened? It didn't work, bro. What y'all gonna do next? What y'all gonna do next? So this is my take on it. I think Jordan is completely unbothered by it. I don't think Jordan lives his life trying to prove he's the GOAT. I think these guys do. This is like their whole purpose of their existence. Somebody talked about, you guys are obsessed with LeBron, and I keep saying it. What will LeBron's purpose in life be if Michael Jordan didn't play basketball? Seriously. Everything is about making people believe I'm better than Jordan. Come on, man.